just do it now, or like just hit sound?
Yeah. We doing over the come up?
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. Oh! Yeah, I'm about to find out everything about you motherfuckers right now.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with Music'sMyLife.com here at the Crofoot in Pontiac, Michigan with some very special guests. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, sir. I'm Vinny Radio. I'm Franchise and we're to come up from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. Now, as I said, we're here in Pontiac, but interestingly enough, weren't you guys the first hip-hop act to perform at the University of South Dakota back in the day?
Oh, yes, we were. Actually, just like, what was that, like last year?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, and the crowd was loving it, man.
Really?
They turned up. They were going crazy. Like, mosh pitting and shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fun ass show.
But your roots, as you mentioned, are, back in Pittsburgh, and more specifically, doesn't it all go back to the East End Empire for you guys? What was that all about?
Yeah, that was actually with our current manager, Willie Whips. It was just a umbrella of like solo artists, me, myself, Vinny Radio, Mac Miller, Beatty, and Tip the Illspit, now Palermo Stone, and Ghosty, and Primavera Vills. Okay. And it was just a clan of dope MCs out of Pittsburgh, and that's exactly where we all got our start from.
Yeah, and we all got to start somewhere, as your name sort of indicates. Right. So I imagine it was far from the big time. Like, for example, didn't Will actually make all you guys pay for your East End Empire T-shirts or something like that?
Yeah. That was some real dickhead shit. We fuck him up from time to time for that still. But yeah, he did that.
So now, how did the two of you guys meet? Wasn't it like back in 6th grade summer?
Yeah. Yeah, we grew up like pretty close to each other. We're both from Braddock, Pennsylvania, and
15104.
Yeah, just going to school, hanging out, same group of friends.
Is it Braddock or Braddock?
Braddock.
Okay.
Some people with the Pittsburgh accent.
Oh, okay.
Like to throw dick on the end.
Yeah.
It's definitely Braddock.
Well, let's take a trip to Braddock for a second, if you don't mind. What are SCOs and SCOdettes? Isn't that what you call people?
Oh man, this is crazy. This is the best interview I've ever had because that's crazy. That's basically, I'm gonna break this down for the world because we've been getting a lot of tweets and people calling us SCOs and shit. So I'm gonna break this down. It's a slang term that was generated in Braddock for basically your homie or your homegirl. So you'd be like, "What up, SCO? What up, SCOdat?" So it's like that, but it's a Braddock thing, But it's cool seeing people tweeting us that shit and fucking with that because like Braddock is really just like a real small place, but for it to get out to people and people catch it all like that shit's crazy. I love it, man.
So that's where it originated. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of origins, what can you tell people about the Clown Man? Isn't he sort of like a somewhat of like a legend, a notorious legend growing up in Braddock?
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
That's insane. That is, I'm really surprised at that shit.
That's crazy. Well, the story is there's a clown that roams the
train tracks.
Yeah, the train tracks in Braddock.
Okay.
Just abducting little kids and doing weird ass shit.
They would tell us stories when we were young to older dudes and shit. But, just to scare us, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy, about
that's
that.
Crazy,
I thought that was strictly local.
Well, not anymore. I guess Permanis was strictly local for a while until Mac sort of helped put it on the map. But what about the Triangle Bar and Grill? Don't they have some killer hoagies that you guys like?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
That's a legendary spot. We were actually just talking about that with our DJ Pete Butter today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, that's a legendary spot. They call it the place that got Swissvale famous.
And what do they call the hoagies? Isn't it like a 2-foot, like, and they call it like the battleship or something?
Yeah, there's a battleship and there's a destroyer as well, and there's something else.
One more, I can't remember.
It's like a submarine or some shit or something like that. I can't really remember right now, but
I think it is a submarine.
Okay. Now, obviously, you're going to want something to wash that down with, but you want to be careful, right? Because wasn't there a time when the corner store sold you like an expired vitamin water?
Yeah. I actually got 2 free cases over
there. No
I
kidding?
tweeted about it, and a guy from Vitamin Water DM'd me and
really?
sent me 2 free cases.
That's awesome. You're You're a pretty fashionable guy as well. Aren't you somewhat of a denim connoisseur?
Yeah. I'm really into denim.
Denim fiend.
Can you school me on some denim real quick?
I don't know, man. There's a lot to go into.
How far back does that go for you? When did you get into it?
Probably right around after high school. Just keeping up with the blogs and shit. And my first pair all denim, man. Fell in love.
Speaking of high school, we all make our fair share of, I suppose, questionable and sometimes maybe regrettable fashion choices. But do you stand by your decision to wear a coral pink sweater in your senior picture?
No, I do not. I regret that, man. It was it was a fucking cable knit polo one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, coral pink, bright as hell. I'll regret that to the day.
Well, who cares, man? It was high school. Didn't you also have like a goatee going on back then?
Yes, I did have a goatee. Something I'm also very ashamed of.
He really hates that shit. He despises that shit to the death, man.
You're looking fresh today.
I appreciate it, man.
Speaking of grooming, you wouldn't happen to get your hair cut by a guy named Pete ever, do you?
Oh, yeah, man. Pete,
oh, really?
That's my man. He got a shop in Pitt Hills, Uncle Pete's, man. Go check him out if you're ever in the Berg. He'll hook you up, man. Shout out to all of them cats in there, man. They're real cool dudes. Man, they love the shit we're doing as a fucking team out here. And, they're some of the most hilarious dudes, man. If you go in there, I promise you'll leave with a laugh and a fucking crazy haircut.
Well, shout out to Pete. I guess it's not all about looks. Scent, can be a pretty important factor from time to time, too. Fran, do you still like to wear the Mambo cologne?
God damn it, man. God damn it, man. This dude is crazy. I got that shit in my book bag right now.
Oh, no
I gotta
kidding?
bring it out, man. That shit is fucking crazy. Hell yeah. That's my favorite cologne ever.
And didn't that the importance of smell was kind of instilled in you from a young age, right? From like your mom and your grandma?
Yeah, man. My grandma always told me if I keep looking good and keep smelling good, some beautiful lady will want me. So I stick to that. So holla at me.
Well, speaking of getting the ladies, didn't you used to have a thing growing up back in the day for like one of the chicks from 3LW?
Oh, hell yeah. What's her name, man? The Asian looking one.
Oh, yeah.
I
think the Kardashian brother.
Adrian.
Oh, hell yeah, Adrian.
Oh,
Yeah. So she sees this interview.
You guys haven't
Vinny
linked up
Radio,
yet, have you?
Radio. No, we haven't.
Okay.
Another thing I'm ashamed of.
No. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. You guys are on the come up after all,
She was tweeting you about that. She's still mad that y'all ain't meet up yet, right? And shit.
And well, hopefully you guys do get to meet at some point. That'd be pretty cool, especially because wasn't there a time when you only knew like 4 people?
4 people?
Specifically Mitchell and Ness and Smith and West.
Yeah. That's from a battle rap I spit when I was really young.
Do you remember any of it at all, or probably not?
No, it was just I ran into an old friend of mine a couple weeks ago, and he remembered that line specifically,
really?
Which I thought was hilarious.
Nice. Well, you've come a long way since then. Both of you have, for that matter. At this point in your careers, do each of you consider music your life?
Yeah, man. It was always just something like we did, just like to have fun with and shit, and just express ourselves, But yeah, man, this shit is life now. We've been blessed to be on the road, and we've been on the road for about almost 2 years now.
Oh yeah.
And the shit is like turning into more than just a hobby. This is a job, a hobby, and everything we live for and do, man. This is the shit we love to do.
That's what's up, man. Hopefully it can keep on going for you guys. Best wishes with everything coming your way.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for your time, guys. It was great chatting with you, man.
Thank you, man. You're the best interviewer ever, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Much appreciated. Anything else you want to say to the people out there watching?
Yeah, man. Check us out on Twitter at The Come Up Boys. You can go to our website, thecomeupboys.com. We just dropped the album on November 27th entitled Change of Plans. You can download that as well off the album. And if we're in your city, come check us out. Come Up Boys.
Willie Whips, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm good, man. He's ugly. He's ugly. He wants to add that.
I'm gonna let them do all the talking.
He's very ugly.
Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is The Come Up. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Sorry, I fucked up. 1 second here. Lost my spot.
You got a contact time, my man.
No, I don't. I swear to God.
Keep it rolling, Taco.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Like it's all good. I'm all waxed up.
Okay.